It's Black Canary, aka Dava Renee Cosplay, doing a video for Hot Cosplay Chicks on Tumblr. And I am a cosplayer out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've been cosplaying for a couple years on the internet now, but since I was a very small child, before it was cosplay, now we have a name on it and a I guess label, which is pretty cool. I am out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and if you ever want to stop by and give me some love, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff at Dava Renee Cosplay. So come by, give me some love, let's talk cosplay stuff or costumes or whatever you might want to talk about. So basically, spoiler alert before we even get started, major spoilers ahead, no punches will be held back, we're just gonna run right into it. So this season of Walking Dead. At the end of the day, if you were a Glenn fan, this was a really, really hard season of Walking Dead for you because we all know what happened to Glenn, and he was my favorite from episode 1. He always seemed like a salt of the earth kind of person, like someone who was going to keep you safe. He was going to take care of you. He was going to, get you medicine if you were sick. He was always going to get the supplies for the group. And I knew because of reading the comics that might be happening, but I had hoped that they would go around that, because I mean, in the comics the governor was supposed to cut off Rick's hand, but Rick still has 2 hands, so they don't always go with the comics. So I was really hoping that was not going to happen. But even though I love Watchmen, and the actor who plays Negan, if you don't know and you haven't watched Watchmen, you really need to, because he played the comedian in Watchmen, which was an amazing movie, even better comic books. There's another comic book series called Before Watchmen, but I digress. I'm getting on a whole other thing. So watching Glenn die was a big thing for me, where it bummed me out and it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth for the rest of the season. So then we fast forward to not last night's episode, but the week before, we've got Morgan again doing his peace, love, hippie jam, which, don't get me wrong, I love peace and love, but the minute zombies start biting people on the butt, I'm not really going to be so into peace and love. At that point, it's to each their own, and if you want to be zen, that's cool. I get your reasoning, I totally understand, but it's zombie apocalypse. This isn't supposed to be the way it is. You're going to have to defend yourself. And now you're meeting up with Carol, and as much as I love Carol, you were the most Billy badass lady ever, and all of a sudden you're all peace and love over here with Morgan. Come on, lady, like everyone was rooting for you, and now you want to like hang out and make, I don't know, dandelion tiaras or something. So that was a big bummer once we got to that. And then fast forward to last night, so now we've got Carl, and Carl is super angry, and he's so glad that he saw what happened to his friends, so that he's going to have the anger he needs to take out Negan when the time comes, and blah 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 blah. I get that he's supposed to be angry, but at the end of the day, he's not old enough to play with the big boys yet. I mean, after what happened to him last season, let's just say, I have half a mind to tell him not to do that. That's right, I just did that. But so the problem is that, and then now he's got this new girlfriend who keeps leaving the facility, and hun, if you're gonna keep leaving, people aren't gonna keep saving you. And I think she had a really good revelation with this when Carl comes along and he's like, hey, what's going on? And she's thinking, oh, my boyfriend came to save me. No, honey, he came out because he wants to find Negan, and he heard Negan was there. And so all this while they're sneaking around, and we're going to kill Negan, and we're going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. If you would just team up with your dad, who I know he's a little crazy right now, and him and Michonne, they're having a love connection. But, if he would team up with his dad, talk to his dad. I think the biggest problem in the entire series of Walking Dead is everybody is always trying to keep a friggin' secret. You don't need to keep a secret. It's zombie apocalypse. Everybody's probably seen your butt by now because you're all showering out in the middle of nowhere or in a lake. Come on, guys. And so, we end the episode on another cliffhanger like we have done, and ever since they did the whole Glenn disappearing act for, 6 episodes last season, I'm kind of at my wit's end with the suspense. So going forward, I am hoping, and this is just me, that Negan is going to chop Rick's hand off because he shouldn't have 2 hands. Rewind back to when we're talking about the comic books. And we really just need to get this all together and get the main group back together and start slitting some throats, killing some zombies. Like, let's do this. And if you're not going to do this, go hang out with Morgan, who's probably going to get eaten within, I've given 3 to 6 episodes because, the hippie, zen, love, and all of that stuff. But that is my rant for today, and I hope that you guys are keeping up with Walking Dead and keeping up with all the shows that are out there right now. I know I need to catch up on Gotham and a few other things like that, and there is a rumor that there is a Watchmen series coming to either HBO or Showtime. So let's all keep our fingers crossed with that. And again, I am Dava Renee Cosplay on behalf of Hot Cosplay Chicks on Tumblr, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye!